Changes to technology and driving techniques. Everywhere you look and everywhere you go, there are cell phones. An increased reliance on cell phones has led to a rise in the number of people who use the devices while driving. Unfortunately, this change in technology can affect our driving techniques negatively. The dangers associated with driving and cell phone use include handling and talking on the phone, text messaging, and using the internet, all of which jeopardize the safety of the vehicle's occupants, pedestrians, and anyone else around. First, drivers must take their eyes off the road and hands off the wheel to manipulate the devices when dialing, texting, and surfing the web. Second, people become so absorbed in their conversations and other uses that their ability to concentrate on the act of driving is severely impaired. Since the first law was passed in New York in 2001 banning handheld cell phone use while driving, there has been debate as to the exact nature and degree of hazard. The latest research shows that using a cell phone when driving is just one of many types of distracted driving that may lead to collisions and near collisions. There are a number of states that have a ban on the use of handheld cell phones while driving, and California is definitely one of those states. The law bans all drivers from using handheld cell phones while driving. The law does not affect passengers. They are free to use cell phones while traveling in an automobile. However, the law does apply to anyone driving in California, whether the driver lives in California or not. A driver is allowed to use a hands-free device, such as the speakerphone option on the phone, as long as they do not hold the phone, a headset that plugs into their phone, or a wireless headset, such as a Bluetooth. Although any of these methods are recommended, the theory that hands-free sets are safer has been challenged by the findings of several studies. A study from researchers at the University of Utah, published in the summer 2006 issue of Human Factors, the quarterly journal of the Human Factors and Ergonomics Society, concludes that talking on a cell phone while driving is as dangerous as driving drunk, even if the phone is a hands-free model. An earlier study by the researchers at the university found that motorists who talked on hands-free cell phones were 18% slower in braking and took 17% longer to regain the speed they lost when they braked. A number of cell phone companies are considering developing technology that will prevent people from receiving calls and texting while driving. The technology is intended to limit dangerous distractions by temporarily interrupting service so that people do not answer their phones when they are behind the wheel. One carrier has already introduced a service that automatically disables rings and alerts and sends calls to voicemail when phones are in a moving car. Some safety advocates said that it is unclear whether consumers would avail themselves of the technologies or whether the technologies would be effective. The safest thing to do is to just not use your cell phone at all while driving, or pull over to the side of the road safely and stop to use it.